help us understand how Courteney Cox never landed a single Emmy nomination for playing Monica Geller on Friends. In fact, she's the only person from the main 6 cast members who didn't get a nom. What a travesty. Cox was as talented as any of her equally amazing castmates, but we don't need any awards to look back at her contributions to one of the greatest sitcoms of all time, which HBO Max further immortalized with this week's Friends, The Reunion. Friends was one of the highest-rated shows on TV during its 10-season run on NBC, 1994 to 2004. The series provided a breakthrough role for Cox, who was born and raised in Birmingham, and cemented her fame as an actress. Her character, Monica Geller, was a neat freak chef who could be bossy, obsessive, anxious, wacky, kind and caring, sometimes all at once. Below are our 10 favorite Monica episodes, and some honorable mentions. She did fine work in the latter seasons, but our picks are limited to the first 6 seasons, including her red-hot 4th year on the show. Oh, we're having spaghetti. That's easy, Judy Geller says, making her poor daughter's skin crawl during a dreaded dinner in the 2nd episode of the series. Monica frets about having over her parents for dinner, for good reason. Christina Pickles and Elliot Gould make a hilarious first impressions as Ross and Monica's parents, who fawn all over their paleontologist son, and while the mother remains highly critical about their daughter. I know that you can't change your parents. Boy, if you could, I'd want yours, Monica tells her brother. Monica befriends the woman who stole her credit card, convinced the thief is living her life more fully than she is, despite her brother's protests. Arguably the first truly Monica-centric episode of the series, giving Cox's character more depth. It's so unfair, she laments to Rachel. She's got everything I want, and she doesn't have my mother. Against her better judgment, Monica goes shopping with her brother's new girlfriend Julie and tries to keep it a secret from jealous pal Rachel. It all comes to a head when Monica confesses they shared the holiest of holy experiences together. Look, when it started. I was just trying to be nice to her because she was my brother's girlfriend. And then, one thing led to another and, before I knew it, we were shopping. A stressed Ross tries to get the rest of the gang ready for a black tie event at the museum, while Monica freaks out after hearing a voicemail from Richard. She spends the rest of the episode obsessing over his incoming and outgoing messages, making a few frazzled calls of her own. One of the show's most celebrated episodes sees Cox drive a key storyline in the midst of chaos, earning some of the biggest laughs of her tenure. Her new delivery after changing Richard's outgoing message is a gem.